Okay, Gemini, let's do your reading, shall we? Remember that this is a timeless reading, but no tarot readings are going to come out of a vacuum. So the tarot reader influences the reading as well as the time that we exist right now. So it is timeless. Whenever you find it, you find it. You're meant to find it. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, it's not meant for you. Not everyone who watches this is going to resonate. But let's do Gemini. Okay. Bottom card is the King of Cups. Got 4 cards here. One is the Seven of Swords. Yes, yes, yes. Wow. Okay. I mean, I wanted to use this deck. So this is what we get. I am not getting this for you, this deception, this deceit, these lies. I'm not getting this for you. I'm getting this as part of your external existence. This exists for you, but it's not about you. It's about what other people are bringing into your life, and I don't like it. Who are you letting lie to you, Gemini? Let's pull on the Seven of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and use the Santa Muerte deck. So much fire, so much passion, but so much... There's a... There's a bit of a... I think you're holding on to a lot of stuff that you say you don't care about, but you do. You know, if you're going to brush something under the carpet, you know, maybe you let somebody know how you feel, but then... And I'm not even seeing that you're... hold on. Hold on. Let's pull the Seven of Swords. We've got some explaining to do in terms of this deception. Santa Muerte deck does not want to cooperate with me here. It's heavy. It's a heavy energy. I think you've got some people in your life who have a lot of explaining to do. And I don't think you're going to get that explanation. Bottom card is Five of Wands. Yeah. I was going to say you're in your head about it. And you are. I think you know about this deception and you're trying to understand it. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to understand why they did what they did and who, like, what their motivation is and how you should respond. And yeah. So there's a love interest involved, right? There's maybe that love interest was deceptive. Gosh. Let's just take a minute to look at this beautiful card, shall we? I really feel like that's a bit of Queen of Wands energy for you. I feel like you are I feel like you're hurting based in this deception, based in how someone else disappointed you by their lies. But I feel like you're not expressing it. I don't know if you want to keep things, you Geminis are so delightful in your experience of this duality of life. You understand the light and the shadow sides. You understand both sides of the coin of anyone's personality. But I want you to take a really good look at the deception that someone showed you, even if it's hard. I want you to take it for face value rather than say, oh, well, everybody lies a little bit and everybody, is false a little bit. Yeah, that's true. But this is a lot. That is a lot. Somebody's got a lot of shit they need to work on. And rather than just sort of rationalizing it away, rather than making sense of it and intellectualizing it, just maybe you should just take it for face value and just deal with that grief of losing that person as you thought they were, okay? I know it's hard. But I think it's probably going to be for the best. This 10 of Wands leads you to the Ace of Wands, right? Let's pull on the 10 of Wands. Yeah. Even in this 8 of Cups, she's so contemplative over her heartbreak. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, You've got to just accept the fact that some people are assholes. And I know that you can understand that duality, and you can understand that, yes, even assholes might have an amazing soul, or even assholes might have this, shred of human decency. If anybody can understand that, Gemini, it's you, right? You can see the best in anybody. You really can. And that's an incredible trait. But it also might encourage you to hang on to things that are dead, hang on to things that aren't meant for you, because you see glimmers of hope in everything. And that's beautiful. And if you want to stay in that, then you can, absolutely. But let's see what the 10 of Wands has to say. The Knight of Pentacles is underneath in the bottom card. We've got the Tower. Yeah. We've got the Page of Swords, and we've got the Hermit. Yeah. All of this information that you've collected, that you're trying to rationalize, that you're trying to intellectualize in order to make this person or this experience or this whatever, however you've encountered deceit, if you're trying to make sense of it, I think it's okay for you to have this Tower moment where you really understand your part, on the part that you've played in this deception. The universe is sort of recommending that you take a little bit of a break from this rationalization, from this math equation that you have going on in your head. And really, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some aces or a Wheel of Fortune or something on this King of Wands. This sort of take these emotional matters into your own hands. I would really like to see that. because I'm seeing a lot of like, it's almost like you're holding your breath. It's almost like you're holding your breath, waiting for something to happen. So let's bring the King of Wands in here. Let's explain why the King of Wands is here and see what that... And the King of Wands has an emotional IQ, right? An EQ, emotional quotient. This emotional intelligence. But if anything, he can live a little bit hard on his sleeve. The Star. Okay, the ultimate beginning card. This is what I was hoping for, the Star. We have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords, perfect, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I think pushing through this, you have way more opportunities than you think. This is not the end of your story, right? I see the heartbreak, I see the loss, I see the nostalgia, I see the glossing over these actions. I see, yeah, but I see healing through this. I do. I see healing, and I see more opportunities on the horizon. But I would say definitely take your time. Do not jump into anything right away. Like this card. This is the Four of Swords. Yeah, don't be delusional about your own needs to heal. This is a lot of, like I said, this is a lot of deception. This is a lot of harm. This is a lot of disrespect. A lot of pain. So how about just, I would say this isn't even a 7. This is about passion of, this isn't even about like love relationships. This is a passion of life. This is a life purpose. This is a hobbies. This is a discovering yourself again, and not in a curious way again. So, why is the Two of Wands here? I'm trying to, like, the overarching theme is someone, something. There's been some shady, dirty practices in your life recently, and you've put up with it because you see the best in everyone. But it might be time to take some of that power back. I think for your own well-being. All right, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot. The universe is saying if the timing is right, and if need be, you should be very vocal about how you were impacted by this. If that's a work thing, if it's a love thing, if it's an internal dialogue with yourself, you should be very authentic and open and responsive to this entity of, you hurt me. This is not okay. I know the deceit. If this deceit isn't out in the open, absolutely bring it out in the open. You need to talk about it, and you need to bring the full force of your response to that deception into the conversation. I think that's the way that you're going to heal. Fuck them. Fuck them. This is the way that you're going to heal, and it's very important. I mean, obviously do it with empathy. You don't want to break anyone just because you can, but I don't think this is breakable. I think this needs a little bit of a dark night of the soul, if you ask me. So if the time comes, if the timing is right at some point to express how you actually feel and how you've experienced this deception and the fact that you know the deception in the first place, and it could be about work, it doesn't have to be about love. It could be about maybe somebody's been cheating at work, or maybe there's been fudging the numbers. If you're working with numbers, maybe somebody's been, having a relationship with a coworker, whatever it is, there's deception going on, and you need to be vocal about the fact that you know about it. That's the only way for you to get over this. I remember there was one time when I was working in finance, actually, and there was, just a little side story here, and there was our manager was a very young, very attractive young man who was recently married, like within the last couple of years, and they had this idyllic life. And he started cheating on her with one of the little gals who he worked with all the time. And it was so blatantly obvious that the rest of the office knew. And there were some of us that were so stressed out about it that we all started having health concerns based on these secrets that we were keeping. Okay. And it wasn't until it all came out that we were able to actually heal. So I think if you have to be the whistleblower on that type of thing, then do it. It is very uncomfortable, trust me. But sometimes that's the way it has to be. And that's the only way that you'll all move forward and heal. There's nobody wins in that situation, right? When you whistleblow about a situation like that, or when you acknowledge that someone hurt you, no one wins. No one's vindicated. It's just that having it out in the open it's like taking, a Band-Aid off and letting it heal in the open sun. You've got to do it. Otherwise it just sits and festers. So no, nobody wins. It's not going to be this great exaltation of a healing journey or anything like that. Mostly it's just like you've got to, otherwise it will fester. Like the alternative is much, much worse, right? Okay, that's your reading. Good luck out there. Good luck.